Hi everyone, welcome back to Smartyink Workshop. If you saw my last video, I made a full Chucky mask, which I have now turned into burnt Chucky head, which is one of my favorite scenes from Child's Play. But this mask is a display mask versus a wearable mask. I will fill it with foam after I'm done with this video. I didn't want to do it prior in case I messed it up. So let's get to work. I made some applications. I'll show you what I did and what my process was. It was my first time, so don't judge me. And let's get on this crazy roller coaster of making burnt Chucky. Here we go. Stay tuned. And we begin by spraying this full Chucky mask that I already have made a video on. I'm spraying it with a charcoal color I've made out of rubber cement paints. I've already painted the eyes and the teeth using Vallejo's lightest flesh paint as always. Okay, I've gone ahead and added some red pastel around the eyes so we can get them nice and bloodshot, and I'm going to draw some capillaries in here with my finest detailing brush. And here we go again with the Chucky eyes. I am following the same process from the last mask video that I did, going from darker to lighter and then adding the pattern ring and the little pupil. I think they look pretty scary. Okay, it's time to make our latex appliances. I'm using 3-ply tissue and black latex that I have made myself by adding just some black acrylic to my latex. So I separated the tissues and I'm making different layers, crunching them together and smushing them up so they look like burned skin. Let's see what happens. Okay, so this process isn't so bad. I'm finding it pretty easy to move forward. I'm already a couple of sheets in and I have them outside drying. I live in California, so they dry quickly. So let's keep going, make a few, and see how many we might need. I should mention that when I mixed my black latexes, I made them a little bit different. A couple of them are lighter and some of them are darker, because when things get burned, you don't just get one solid black color, you get a variation of charred, charcoals, black, grays, whites. So I'm going to try to mix it up and make it look as naturally burned as possible. And hopefully this will end soon, because I'm impatient and I'm tired of the process already. I want to move on. And as soon as I'm done with this last sheet of latex burned skin, I will go retrieve the others that are already dry and get started on this Chucky mask while that one dries. I keep trying to keep everything drying and so I can keep moving forward. Now I am using rubber cement to apply these latex sheets to this mask. It all just becomes one whole big hunk of rubber. I was going to use Prozade, but my gut told me to use rubber cement and it's working out so well. I keep moving forward. I'm tearing little bits off of those big sheets I've made and I'm just kind of putting it together like a puzzle, and I'm leaving little bits of exposure to see if maybe I can layer it up or if I want it exposed. We'll see. This is what we have so far, so let's keep going. The other latex I believe is dry. Let's make a couple of more because I feel like we will need more. At the end of the day, I'm using as much latex to make these sheets as I would to make a full mask, maybe even more. So be prepared if you're going to do this. Have a lot of latex handy. Okay, this mask is coming together literally, but I am super pleased. It's really looking burned, even though it's rubber somehow. I'm going over some of those little edges where the pieces meet and just kind of joining them with more globs of latex, which I will rough up a little bit so they're not shiny. And we'll keep going. I am obsessed with this mask right now. It is really coming along and it's really looking like the one from the movie. And as you can see, I've already begun to add some kind of flesh colored melted plastic whateverness to this mask because that's what Chucky has in the movie. I thought it was going to be out of place at first, but once it dries, it gets darker and it looks pretty good. And now that we're almost done with this dripping of the pink flesh, we have to move on with the mouth, which I will cut off and then replace with some pink latex and then go over the top of that with some of the black appliances to make it look like his lip burned off and his gums are exposed, just like it was in the movie. Okay, so there it is, cut off and replaced with pink latex, and here we are covered up. Looks pretty good. So I wouldn't think anyone has hair left after being this severely burned, but Chucky does, so we're gonna add it. Just took some of the little pieces of hair that I had left over and I'm gonna add it up and then crunch it up and make it look nasty. This might have been the most satisfying mask I've ever made, and I found it to be really fun to put together. Expect more nasty, creepy looking things from me because this was really enjoyable, and I hope you guys enjoy it and like the final result. So let's take a look. I honestly cannot get over how realistic this looks. Alright, everybody. If anybody wants to see a Chucky pizza face, leave your comments and show how much you want to see it, because it's going to be a new sculpt. Let me know what you think. Alright, everybody. Thank you for joining me on the making of this disgusting burnt Chucky head. I know it will give me nightmares just coming into this workspace, and I hope that whoever ends up with this thing enjoys it, because I want it out of here. Thanks again for joining, and I will see you next time. Take care and beware, because Chucky's around. See you later.